Knockouts on the run back here. Talking about the NFC West. Not exciting division.
I think it's exciting, but it's not like...
It's going to be nail-biting for you NFC fans out there. NFC West fans out there. Any Seattle, Arizona, Rams, and San Fran fans. It's going to be nail-biting because it's going to be pretty tight. It's going to come down to the last 4 weeks.
But there's no killers in the division.
No killers. No. I think I'll let you.
The Rams are a contender. The Rams are a contender. All right. So for the last place team, I have the Seattle Seahawks being last, and they're going to finish 7-10.
Seattle.
Seattle's going to be the last team.
Okay.
All right. They got worse at quarterback. Okay. They went from Geno Smith to Sam Darnold. No, they got worse at quarterback, bro.
Whoa.
Don't. You cannot tell me Sam Darnold is better than Geno Smith.
Do you know how much money they paid him?
I understand that. And yes, he's going to that's why I told you you're crazy that Jalen Milroe is going to be starting. I don't think he's going to be starting. I think Sam Darnold's guaranteed 8 weeks.
How are you going to say that?
Listen, I love Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe, I played one game with him. Well, yeah, it was one game with him, and it was a whole weekend. It was an all-American game. He came down from Texas. I was in 8th grade, and it was pretty cool. He actually threw me a pass. It was like 10 yards, first down. I jumped, so I didn't get any yak after it, just because I was nervous and I played DB and they put me in for receiver. And then he scored a touchdown and I blindside blocked someone and it got called back. So that's my like fame, whatever you call it, my glory to fame or whatever you want to say.
You are
but
famous.
they got no, I'm not famous at all.
Sir, so
I'm not. That's popular. It's not famous. Okay, not famous at all. But they lost DK Metcalf, and they have Cooper Kupp. Okay, Cooper Kupp has been healthy since when? Like, let's be real. You can't replace DK Metcalf.
Whenever you get a
Cooper
hamstring injury, if you guys have watched our past episodes, hamstring injuries linger for the rest of your career. Once you get that, at a certain age, above 29 and older, that thing will never go away.
I mean, the highlight of their season is like splitting games with the Niners and beating the Niners the last game of the season. And they will also be 2-1 after week 3. So their highlight of the season is we're going to beat the Niners at the end of the season and ruin their season. And at week 3 we're going to be 2-1. So I don't think this team is very good, and I think they're going to finish the season with double-digit losses. I'm sorry, I don't see it all that great. Now for the third place team, 49ers. As I said, their season will be soured by the Seahawks at home. The Seahawks will beat them on the road. The 49ers will be 9-8. You can't get better after not starting the season with 3 of the starting receivers they had the past 2 years. Jawan Jennings, Debo, and Ayuk will not be playing the first week of the season. You can't get better. You can't get better, and I don't think you can be a good team. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall's good. George Kittle's great. But, like...
First 3 weeks, that's a fantasy value right there for Pearsall.
No. Pearsall's going to be good. I think he's honestly going to have a good whole season. But Bosa had a holdout, so that's some dispute right there. Yes, CMC's healthy. But they'll have a very up-and-down season. I have them winning 3 games, then turning around and losing 3 games. Going into the final game of the season, 9-7. And the division rival Seahawks upsetting them, putting them at 9-8. They actually finished the season with a 3-game losing streak, believe it or not. Let's see who they're going to be losing to.
I feel like they do make the playoffs, though.
I think they lose to Indianapolis, Chicago, and Seattle the last 3 games of the season. I think they lose in Indy, they lose in Chicago and Seattle. I don't think this is a good season for the Niners. I just think there's too much drama surrounding it. I think you're going to see Brock Purdy's real colors and that he's just an average guy. He's a good quarterback.
They also lost Greenlaw, didn't they?
I shouldn't say. Yeah, and you lost Drake Greenlaw and Hufanga to the Broncos. And I had the Broncos going 11-6. So
those
I
are
don't think
names
the
I was
Niners
thinking
will be
about
great.
when I was talking about the Broncos. There's some names on that defense.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
And Pat Surtain to go along with it. And they just paid their D-tackle. Like, let's be real. After that, I have the Cardinals finishing 10-7.
What?
This team, I got this team going 10-7. Listen, they missed the playoffs last year, so their schedule isn't all that hard.
He's brainwashed after he saw them play in Carolina.
Going into the bye week, they're 5-2. All right, beating Dallas off the bye week to put them at 6-2. Okay, from that point on, though, they will close the season out at 4-5. Okay, they'll go 4-5 their last 9 games, losing the last game of the season to the division rival Los Angeles Rams, which will be for the division title. But I think that the experience on the Rams side with Devontae Adams, Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay will beat this Cardinals team. But yes, I do have this Cardinals team winning 10 games. Okay. They got the steal of the draft in Will Johnson. Their cornerback, Will Johnson from Michigan, that's the steal of the draft. That dude was supposed to be a first-round pick. They got him in the second round. And they also had they got a whole bunch of linemen. Okay. A whole bunch of offensive line. So they addressed that. And let's look at their skill positions for a second, okay?
I know their tight end is pretty good.
Trey McBride, okay. Who's the receiver one? Marvin Harrison. I think he's a dog. I think he's gonna have a sophomore leap. And let's look at their running back, James Conner. James Conner is not bad. James Conner is not a bad player at all. And then they also have Trey Benson behind him, who's another good running back. Okay, I think he's a good running back out of Florida State. And their wide receiver, too, Michael Wilson, isn't all that horrible. And I forgot who else they signed, but they signed another wide receiver that's pretty good. Like, they have a good team, and I think Kyler Murray is trying to get a pay raise. He just signed a contract 2 years ago, but that contract's outdated, man. These quarterbacks are signing $60 million contracts now. Kyler Murray is not making that. Kyler Murray's not even making $50 million a year. He wants to get paid, so he's going to ball out this year. But they're not going to win the division. The Rams are going to win the division at 10-7. But they are the most volatile team in the league. Okay? This team can easily be 7-10. All right? And the reason I say that is because Matthew Stafford is old. He has a back problem. He's already missing training camp. Devontae Adams is pretty old too. And he was fighting injuries last year.
Don't let Matthew Stafford get hurt. You know who is his backup? Jimmy G.
Garoppolo.
Oh, no. We know how that ended in Vegas with him and Devontae.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill me.
That's what I mean, bro. Like, this team is volatile. Kyron Williams has had over 500 touches in the last 2 seasons combined.
His jersey's in my room.
He could easily... Like, I don't want these guys to get hurt, but, like, this is just, like...
The NFL is the NFL. Man.
Yeah, it's sad,
There's so many injuries happening right now.
It would be... I make these predictions that these guys are going to be healthy, but... Stafford, Adams, Kyron, they got tread on the tires, man.
A lot.
And this team could easily go the other direction.
Whoa, Kyron doesn't have that much tread.
Bro, 500 touches? That's a lot.
He's still young, though.
500, yeah, he's very young, but 500 touches. But I have them going 7-1 at home. All right?
Yeah, you don't lose in L.A. They don't lose in L.A.
No, they're going 7-1 at home. I have it right here. And they will have 3 streaks where they will win 2
there's a rumor
or more games.
That Micah Parsons might be a Ram in the next few weeks.
I believe it.
So, my predictions for this division. My last place team, they lost a lot of players this offseason. You also have 3 receivers not going to be there. You have Jawan Jennings on a contract dispute and injury.
Last place.
Brendan Ayuk coming off a ACL tear and an MCL tear. And then you have DeMarcus Robinson suspended 4 games. Ricky Parasol and
suspend him?
George Kittle, yeah, he's suspended 4 games. So Ricky Parasol and George Kittle are your guys for San Fran. CMC's going to have a remarkable year. I think he's going to be on a comeback year, tearing it up. I'm not going to spill anything because then he's going to take him in fantasy.
I'm taking him if he's in the first round. If I can take him, I'm taking him.
Of course, because you're picking right in front of me. But anyways, San Fran is going to be 7-10. They're going to be fighting for a playoff spot, but the last few weeks won't be that pretty. They'll get last place in the division. I was high on them a few years ago. Now I'm not anymore. They have too many question marks. They lost a lot of defensive players, bro. They were one of the best teams in the NFL for a while, and then it just all went downhill. Okay,
they'll pick back up. They always do, but now this year, this is a transition.
This is a down year. They're going to be back up next year, and they're going to be a team to be talking about. But this year, no. 7-10 for San Fran. Too many injuries, too many questions, too many people lost, and they haven't gained much either. So it's just not going to be a good year. To my third place team, I got Seattle. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Seattle. I got Seattle being third place. Look, man, JSN is the best slot receiver in the league, hands down. Best slot receiver in the league, JSN.
You can argue that. I'd agree.
I don't think Sam Darnold is that bad.
You think JSN's better than Lad McConkey?
Yes.
Okay, McConkey.
Yes,
pretty hard,
easily. Man. So look, JSN. Sam Darnold's a good enough. I mean, Sam Darnold's coming off a team where he had to throw Jay Jets and Jordan Addison the ball. Okay, JSN's gonna be just fine.
Amon-Ra is a better slot receiver. But go on.
No. JSN's more consistent. Anyway, Sam Darnold is a good enough quarterback to give JSN the ball. Okay, I said it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I said
for
it.
fantasy,
I said it.
no, you're right. You can give Jason the
Here's
ball.
why I have them being 7-10 though. That defense, they're not convincing me at all in any aspect. Coach is still fairly new. He has a lot to learn. Kenneth Walker, he's injury prone. Zach Charbonnet is going to be your fantasy running back to pick in fantasy football this year. Just saying that.
We disagree on that big time.
Now, that right now. Last year in one of my leagues, I had Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, so life was good in that league.
Yeah, so that's the best thing to do.
Best thing to do, but that's not going to happen because people know about Zach Charbonnet now. The line for the Seahawks is not that good, though. That's what kind of concerns me, too. They have a lot of questions there as well, a lot of injuries. Seattle's going to be mid 7-10. That's just how it is. I have no hatred towards them. They're just not going to be convincing to me.
Bro, their receivers are Cooper Kupp and JSN.
I don't think Cooper Kupp's going to be that good.
I think, there's no deep threat.
Elijah Arroyo, sleeper tight end.
Yeah, no, he'll be good.
I've seen
a lot of good.
I drafted him.
They dropped Noah Fant.
They dropped.
That says something
because
about
of how
Elijah
good
Arroyo.
he's been doing in training camp. I picked him up. I drafted him in Dynasty, so I'm really happy about that.
Screw you.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to trade him for Travion Henderson?
Yeah, this guy. This guy's trying to trade me for Travion Henderson. My number 5 overall pick, but number 1 draft pick.
Anyway,
number 1.
My second place team, Arizona Cardinals, 8-9. They're not that good, but they're better than San Fran and Seattle this year. Kyler Murray is a pretty good quarterback. Marvin Harrison Jr., amazing receiver. Trey Benson's going to be my number 1 running back this year. I think he'll take James Conner's spot due to injury.
Okay. Not due to performing.
No, Trey McBride is a sleeper tight end, top 15 tight end easily, top 10, borderline top 10.
5.
Borderline,
he's top 5.
I can't put him top 5.
Okay, he was great last year.
No, I can't. I can't do that. I just no.
Bowers, Kittle. I can say that over him.
Yeah,
I definitely say Bowers and Kittle over.
Borderline top 5, top 10 easily.
Easy top 10. Go on.
All right, Rams 10-7. I think the Rams have a hard schedule this year. You look at their schedule. You got to look at this right now. Houston to start the year. Tennessee, Philadelphia, and Indianapolis. They start the year 3-1. San Fran, they lose 2. Then they go to Baltimore, Jacksonville. Then they go New Orleans, San Fran, Seattle. That's a 3-win streak. Tampa, they lose. Carolina, they win. Arizona, they win. Detroit, they lose. Seattle, they win again. They sweep the Seahawks. And then you want to look at the last 2 games they actually lose. Atlanta and Arizona. Yeah, I said it. So they start the year off 3-1. They end this year 0-2. Again, they're really old. Puka Nacua is the youngest player on that team with Kyron Williams. They lost Cooper Kupp. So that's going to be something to fill in the gap. I forgot which receiver.
I think Devontae Adams is going to be nice.
Devontae Adams is going to be nice, but he's really old, and that hamstring is also lingering.
I do think he's
going to
go crazy, though.
Defensively, I think Witherspoon's going to have a good year. Everybody else on that defensive side is just concerns.
On the Seahawks?
There's 2
You're right. Oh, they have Jared Verse, too. He just won Defensive Rookie of the Year.
So, defensively, is going to be mid. I think the Rams will be a mid team, 10-7. They'll make the playoffs and then lose to Philadelphia again in the playoffs.
You heard it here first. Saquon Barkley will going to run all over that team.
Philadelphia or Detroit. Because we need a Jared Goff and Stafford reunion.
Oh, yeah. I actually have Detroit losing because they play each other this year. Detroit and the Rams play each other. I have Detroit losing that game. I have the Rams getting revenge.
I have Detroit winning that game.
I'm pretty sure I have Detroit losing.
I have Detroit winning that game.
Where's the Rams? Man, come on.
Come on, I Spy.
Yeah, I have the Rams beating Detroit in Los Angeles, and I don't think that's happened since Stafford's been on the Rams.
Detroit's gonna be fine. They're gonna be the best team in the NFC this year.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. The team on your chest is going to be the best team in the NFC this year.
11-6 and 10-7. I think there's gonna be a team that wins more than 12 games in the NFC. Bro.
Well, but that doesn't mean you're the best team in the NFC. Okay,
well,
Detroit
okay.
was number 1 seed last year.
Sorry,
but then
you're
the Eagles
absolutely
were the
right.
best team in the NFC.
That's my bad. Best team record-wise, it'll be Detroit.
Okay, regular season record wise.
Yep, regular season-wise. But anyways, that concludes that. NFC's looking pretty good this year. We're really excited for it. I'm excited for football to start. So we'll see you guys on the next one. And yeah, peace.
Deuces.